Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a round in the Gundam Casval Deikun type that was released fairly recently. I just got it a couple weeks ago, I think. It's interesting. For those who don't know, it is based on a alternate scenario in one of the Giren's Greed games, or possibly all of them, where Shar starts a basically an internal conflict within the Xeon faction during the 1 year war. I believe is how it works. I have not actually played that scenario when I played Giren's Greed, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Something along those lines. I don't remember the specifics of it. The White Base crew might end up working with him the way they do in the novelization, but I can't be 100% sure. But yeah, game wise, the only physical difference between this and any other Gundam is that it does have the Jim Kai style Federation shield that does not have a cross on it. It is just blank. And in terms of just gameplay, it's kind of a lateral move from the White Gundam. It has a bunch of very similar abilities, but it's not 100% matching. It has a hyper bazooka as a sub weapon, but it only fires one round at a time. Same amount of ammo, 5 rounds, I believe, but yeah, just instead of firing volleys, you get one at a time, and it's a little bit less overbearing, I feel like, than the White Gundam, but also I think hits a little harder with single shells. The beam rifle is a charging rifle that only has one level of charge, but when charged, it pierces. It stuns uncharged, so that is a nice thing. It does have a hand-to-hand, an unarmed melee move set the way the White Gundam does, but instead of having like a couple of punches and the flying kick, it has all kicks. It has the forward kick that the Sinanju, I believe, uses and is part of the like half of the Hyakushiki's downswing kick. And then it has the side roundhouse kicks that the gun cannon has. So, yeah, if you want something that does all kicks, this is not a bad choice. See, trying to think what else. A couple other interesting things about it. It does have forced injectors, which, not super common, I want to say, with the Gundams. I know G3 has it, and I'm not 100% sure if the Casval Gundam is supposed to be, up to the G3 standard with magnet coating and all that, like the late war Gundam is. But yeah, but yeah, that was the flying kick right there. But the kind of drawbacks of it, I've found the legs to be very fragile. Either that or just I managed to play with a bunch of people who were dedicated to sniping legs out from under people. Because yeah, I've lost I lost my legs like in like the first 5-6 rounds I played with this tonight, and ultimately had to go back and put the leg reinforcement part on. I went with the level 4 to get the damage reduction as well, and it worked out relatively well. The other thing about it is that unlike most Gundams, it only has melee priority 2. I don't remember if that's true of the White Gundam or not, but yeah. So yeah, I like the piercing beam rifle. I think I managed to land a shot or two with it during the match, but overall, I just kind of. Oh yeah, it also has EX boost, which is not bad, but I'm not good at choosing when to use that generally, and of course, it leaves you very, it leaves you without boost for significantly longer if you decide to use it. But yeah, I think overall I prefer the White Gundam personally, just in terms of play style. That's my take. But this isn't bad. I do like it. I like all the flying kick suits, though I'm not good at choosing the right moment for that yet either. But yeah. Also, yeah, this was a weird queue because like I did get one round in Deserted City at the very end, which didn't turn out worth using. But otherwise, the whole night was just jungle and trenches over and over, alternating. It was weird. I don't mind either of those maps. As you can see, I'm doing, I think, well, he said as he exploded, I think I'm doing an okay job of using the overgrowth to my advantage as cover to make myself a little bit harder to hit. Because yeah, that's it can be harder to hit things in the brush, but also yeah, just really really handy for keeping yourself alive. That I know like I feel sometimes like I don't know I feel like sometimes the player base is weird about maps in this game. I feel like there's more things to do with cover and hiding, but the maps that tend to be most popular seem to be like the open spaces you can largely just brawl it out in. Which there's definitely a place for that, but I like things like the jungle. I like military port, and I was happy to land that kick. But I was also apologized for stunning. I think number 2. Just waiting for the Zaku machinery to drop its iframes. Somebody else may get it. If so, that's fine. Yep, I'm pretty sure it's about to happen. Yep, they got it in a counter, and that's that. And yeah, now let's just finish off the base because they just bombed ours. And we can make up that difference in scores very quickly. There we go. Somebody else got the last shot. That is fine. Our Gym 2 semi-striker, I think, was generally doing pretty good work this round. Yeah, I'm happy to have this. It's not bad. I feel like it might need a little tweaking in the future, but yeah, it's decent. Yeah. Beyond that, not sure what else to say. I just managed to get an okay round with it. Not a great one. Just yeah, it was you know, I've been trying for days to get something worthwhile with something because I managed to get like 4 round with with Spidey gifting me the Wing Zero round and some other stuff. I got about 4 videos ahead, and then just had 4 days to actually get something new and couldn't do it. So just you know, like I've said before, you kind of have to accept good days and bad days with this game. And yeah, this I'm calling for help. I was a little bit surrounded, very low on health, out of boost, so I really didn't have a lot of choice but to try and fight it out. And I was really kind of hoping to keep us on our lead here, but yeah. And now I'm out of boost again because I used it to try and get something going. I am so amazed that that tackle took. But yeah, it's just 2 of us. The whole enemy team is kind of around, but I did take somebody out, so I kept us ahead before I did ultimately get blown up. And yeah, so not a bad ending. Pretty sure we pulled it off. And yeah, it was nice to take this out. And colors are very nice, very sharp. I don't think I modified them this time. And yeah, like I said, I did okay. I was, I think, yeah, about 20,000 under our top score. 2 and 3. I took a lot of damage. I managed to get myself very like isolated and shot down a lot tonight. But anyway, that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I would love to see the Gihren Screed games get an official release here, but yeah, it took years for G Generation and Super Robot Wars to come over because there was the prevailing and false idea that strategy and simulation games don't sell, which, given I don't think I've done a playthrough of anything but GBO2 as popular on my channel as G-Gen Genesis, so, But yeah, Gihren Greed I think might be a little bit harder to sell because it is compared to those which are, they're fairly light strategy games compared to Gihren Greed, which is like a full-on resource managing, troop deployment, you know, managing full like Romance of the Three Kingdoms scale of strategy game. There are some unofficial translations out there, I believe, but yeah, I'd love to see that get an official release finally.